What's good, YouTube? And I'm back with another banger video, man. I really want to show y'all this setup. It was a great day today for the group, man. SPX Blueprint, we went crazy today in the group. Today was actually amazing. We caught a Microsoft move to the upside in calls. We had 395 calls and we got 579%. I had multiple contracts and I just kept scaling out along the way. So I want to show y'all this setup that I had, what I was looking at. So as you all know, I like to make sure that I mark the first 5-minute candle, the high and the low, and that's where it says the 5-minute RB, right? So I drew the top and the bottom. We had a little gap right here that we needed to fill in this little area. We know we came up, rejected, but we had already like triggered the calls on the daily. Initially, what I was looking at, we had a fail to down on Microsoft. So let me show you. A fail to down meaning that at one point, the day before, like the daily candle, it was once red and now it was green. So let me turn off the strat assistant so you can see that. So yesterday on July 14th, we were down here, the candle was red and it bought back up and it closed green. So that's what I call a fail two down. And it can only be a two down if it only breaks the last candle before, which is this candle right here, which is the 13th. So it had to break this level right here at the bottom, giving it to make being a two down, for it to actually be counted as a two down. And so when price fell right here to close red, it bounced up, closed green. I was looking at this kind of right here. Going into the day, I was like, once we break above this daily call entry right here on this candle, which is right here, this was the right here, the top of this candle. I was looking for the break of this. And so to start the morning, let's go back to the 5-minute. As you can see, we opened up and we got above it first 5-minute candle with a 5-minute close. That second 5-minute candle, we had a little rejection right here on this candle. It fell two up. And like I said, I like to wait the first 15 minutes for the most part, but I really want to see my setup. So the overall bias was to the upside. So we bounced up, came back, closed some of this gap. We didn't close the entire gap right here, 385. But this candle right here is what made me get in on it. So we had a pre-market high right here. It was a level. We were above it, came back up underneath it, and got right back above it. This reclaim above the pre-market high had me like, okay, but let's go ahead and get in these calls because this is a filter down on the 5-minute. I picked 395 because I felt like we can get to the ATR of the day. The ATR was at 401, and I was really trying to get to 400. I feel like Microsoft could get to $400, and I was going to get out like right here at this orange level, but the runners just couldn't make it up there. We got pretty close, which is right here in the middle of the day, and this is where this candle right here, I was able to get that 579%. I was really trying to get this target. It wouldn't do it, and I'll show you later what it did. But so let's go back to it. Okay. So the entry right here, when we got this 5-minute close right here on this candle right here, my entry was right above here, 389.27. And once we broke above it, it was out of here. So we just had to wait. That was the thing too. We got in right here on this trigger and it reclaimed above the VWAP right here. It was nice. We're above the VWAP, then lost the VWAP. Then when I seen this candle, these buyers stepped in, I already knew. I said the break of this to the upside, I'm getting in calls. And when we got in, I mean, it took off. It got up out of there. So boom, boom. And then this candle right here bounced all the way up out of here. I mean, it was just such a great move to the upside. And that was just on the 5-minute time frame, but I used the daily sentiment to actually be more biased towards one direction. Nothing's guaranteed, but I like to go in on smaller time frames and just kind of match those up. It wasn't the very bottom, but still, like, we caught a lot of the up move. We were scudding out a long way. So I had this as the price target, 393. 393 and 24 cents. This was my second TP. And I had another TP as well using the ADR indicator. So this was the first one. And this candle was so strong. I knew once we closed above this candle right here, I knew when we closed above the line, I'm sorry, on ADR, once we closed like this above it, I was like, yeah, we should definitely keep going. So this was the first target, second target, third target. And then my ultimate target was up here. We just couldn't quite reach it. And this was a target as well. So all in all, great day. We got in NVIDIA as well. And that one, it actually pulled back on us pretty nasty. It sold off for the most part. And then we got back to almost break even. I'm only down 1% on NVIDIA. I'm still holding those. I got until Friday on my expiration date. Microsoft was the big winner today, but it was because of this candle right here. This fell 2 down candle on the 5-minute. We triggered the daily calls, and what they like to do a lot of the times, they'll trigger the call entry and then they'll pull back and just give it a bull flag. So like I said, they went up, boom, bull flag up out of there. Great play. Great play. So this is what I was seeing. This is literally how I caught out. It was really simple. And to stay in the play a little longer, when I had my runners, because I sold most of them like up here in this first push, pull back, I sold the last one right around in this area. Again, so when stocks is running like that, when they go parabolic, they will run up and expect to pull back, okay? Expect to pull back because people selling, they making profits, and then they going to try to do another bull flag to get up out of there again. So just another higher, a higher high, higher low, higher high, and then higher low. And then this is when it started to chop sideways. We didn't make no more higher highs. We just went sideways for the rest of the day. So this was most of the move right here. These are things that I like to draw when I see stuff like this. I like to draw a line of support, and I'll literally bring it out like this, like waiting for this to break outside of this box. So I know a lot of times when they find a support, I'm expecting this right here, which we did. And then boom. When we're above the EMAs like this, notice on a 5-minute, we hadn't touched the 20 EMA until 12:30. I mean, that's how long it was. So like when you stand above the 9 like that, you might come through it a little bit and then keep going. Usually that first touch of the 9 is usually going to bounce at some point. It might close underneath it and start to slow down right here, and then it takes off. So every time we get a first touch or second touch of the EMAs, I'm looking forward to bounce off of it. If you can look right here, it bounced off the 9 EMA, fell 2 down. Came back up here again, bounced off the 9 EMA, fell 2 down, took off. Same things just keep happening. So those are my targets, but this right here was the money candle. Let's see if we can find anything on an hour. That first hour was just crazy. That's why we made that 500%. The first hour was just straight up, 30-minute, 15-minute. But yeah, that's it. Not a really long video, but I called this out in the group. And like I said, if you're trying to learn how to identify these candles, man, join the group. Click the link in the bio, man. I love for y'all to come over there, see what it's about. We've been pretty consistent, man. We won on that meta play. It's just been some great plays. The win rate is pretty consistent right now. We're shooting about 75, 80% from the field right now. Like it's pretty high right now. So we got about, like I said, 65 members, 66 members now, and it's been 12 weeks, 3 months. And I'm very happy with the people that I have over there, very grateful. And I look forward to helping more and more people. Just passionate about this technical analysis and just trying to help people understand the market more, just doing what I can. I'm still a student of the game. I don't know it all, but I've been trading now 5 years, and like this last 2 years have been just such a big difference for me, learning the strat and just adding on to what I already know. And it's been paying off. And so before, I didn't really know how to find certain candles and stuff like this. Shout out to Rob Smith, the actual creator of the strat, and so many other people online and great teachers on the strat. It's a big strat community, and I'm part of the crew as far as me just studying and being a student to the game. I'm just going to always be looking at the charts and trying to figure out ways to be profitable constantly. And if we make mistakes, we go back over, see what happened, learn from them, and move on. Like I said, it's been great, but I don't want to talk too much. Please subscribe, share this video, whatever you can do. It helps. Leave a comment, and I'll see y'all on the next trade. I'll see y'all on the next video. It's your boy D'Angelo Payne, and I am out. Peace.